Cascade Collective TV. Oh, God.
Is that you counting down?
That was me counting down.
Nice.
Okay, Store Championship here at CloudCap Games. More Swiss rounds action. This time we got Scott Silbe on the left, running Weyland, Building a Better World, and Tom Hathaway on the right, running Whizzard. And gets us started. Hedge funds, restructures, and installs over. What's he gonna do? R&D. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, solid opening. Lots of money.
Like I said before, I like Whizzard. It'll be fun to see Tom's Whizzard deck hits on all cylinders this time.
You know, we saw lots. You know, if you haven't watched Tom play this deck already, it was the round before this. It was a little bit slow. We'll see if he can pick it up here and get some points.
He sure gambles for click 1. Click 2 installs Data Sucker. I imagine he'll go check out HQ.
You have $15.
So what are those tokens that he's using? Is that his credit tokens?
Yeah. There were these little, these metal, I've seen them a lot before, but I think they came off a Kickstarter.
Oh, and then I'm looking at his click credits there below them that look like Mahjong.
Yeah.
The tokens.
Little mind games there from Scott.
Of course.
I mean, he's sitting at 16 credits.
Yeah, I think you gotta make sure you draw up and be afraid of the death.
He's going to do it. No, he's going to install Imp.
That's not what Weyland wants to see.
He's going to check out R&D. Or, sorry, HQ.
Yeah, HQ. So snare would be bad.
He's an archer. He's going to... I'd kill it.
Yeah.
Kills the archer.
Most people run 2 archers, I'd say.
Weyland usually running 3.
Really?
Yeah.
It was just the Weyland decks that I've played. I suck at Weyland, so.
Installs over HQ. Oh, I messed up. So he takes his mandatory, installs. Takes another card? I don't know what he did right there.
I think he must have drawn twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Maybe he only did 2 clicks.
Cascade Collective TV, where we follow along and don't exactly know what's going on. Installs an Armitage.
Tell us in the comments.
Yeah. Scott's going to go ahead and score a hostile. And he gets bad pub. He's sitting on 21 credits.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
21.
Those tokens do have a nice little clink to them, though, when you play them.
Yeah, that's nice.
I know Scott Apresh on his Netrunner videos, he uses those a lot. Anthony from StimHack, he runs those.
Alright, let's go. First action.
Click 1, he's going to draw. Click 2, he's going to draw.
Anarchs do that a lot.
Yeah, that's one of their downfalls. You can run Wild Side, but it's not the most efficient. Sure gambles for click 3. Anarch could definitely use some proper card draw.
I don't know the name of the Dungar's Tavern or something coming out in
Takes
honor of
Armitage.
Crawford.
Oh, yeah.
25 minutes.
Some more gimmicky card draw.
Sets up a remote. Installs in said remote. So he's got some time. He might start scoring agendas. Looks like he draws a beanstalk.
Yeah, Tom's not really threatening the servers, not really making him res anything, so...
Quality times for click 1. He's going to pay for it.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Don't think he paid for it yet.
Not really wanted to see.
We might have missed it. It happens.
Oh, I can't wait to see Tom again. I'm going to remind him of this. Installs liberated.
More money. I'm curious, Joe, do you do that a lot? Because obviously he has already money on Armitage, and it's money on money. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I'm just Is this something? Do you usually wait until Armitage is almost done before you
I'd
get
probably
more money out there?
I probably would. I mean, he's slowing down the tempo right now for sure.
Oh, did you finish? No. Sorry.
Unless he's trying to, you know, fearing. He's got the fear of the Weyland Scorch combo and just wants to just crank out money real quick,
Yeah.
which it doesn't look like he's doing.
Liberated can do that.
It's all public sympathy.
$3 daily cast. It's your turn. Mandatory draw.
No, I wasn't playing Casey.
It's all daily cast.
More money.
I was playing a similar deck to Celebrity. Influence. He was Celebrity and Cinema.
Well, Tom could definitely be up to the 21 credits that Scott's at right now here in a couple turns. Just clicking for money.
Sets up another remote. Weyland shell game. What's going on here?
Yeah, I feel like you don't really see Weyland with two remotes that have ice in it.
Not usually.
Maybe,
Stalls.
maybe protecting a melange. I don't know.
Beanstalks. I like that Scott's using clear sleeves. I like the Netrunner card backs personally.
They are nice. Except those damn alt art cards.
So draws diesels, so it draws more cards. He's imported all his card draws, diesels in quality time.
Yes. Tom loves his card draw.
Let's do
Dirty Laundry's
He's running.
archives.
Oh. But not on anything that has ice.
He does get a sucker token.
That's nice.
And he sure gambles.
Well, Tom has a bankroll right now.
Did not remember to take his sucker tokens. He scores an Atlas with no counters.
Naked Atlas. Your move.
Yeah, that one data sucker token could bite him in the ass here.
Naked Atlas. Your move.
You might want that later.
What are you gonna do now? First thing we do is take two gas.
Take his daily cast money. Click one, he's more card draw.
Second action.
Click two, he's gonna
What
draw.
is he digging for?
Third action. Diesel.
Third click, he diesels. He's a lot of card drawing.
Yes. So theoretically, there's something he's looking for. You know, without any ice res.
Installs another public sympathy.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have to discard
He's
one.
got 10 cards in hand, yeah.
He's gonna have a 9-card hand after this. So he can eat 2 scorches now.
Let's go.
Installs on the remote for click one. Discards a Dyson memchip.
I think that might have been what he was doing. He was just trying to get 2 public sympathies like people dig for class grades. He had to dig for his public sympathies.
So looks like he advances. And advances.
Okay. And now the game begins.
Take 2 off my man. Cast. That's not an action. Here we go.
Installs Mimic.
Second action. I'm gonna go to
Installs Doppelganger for click two.
All right.
I think he should have ran before I installed that Mimic personally.
$20. You know, let's hit your.
Just
He
gonna
may
check
not
out
want to
R&D.
lose that. He may not want to lose that data sucker though.
Rather, there's a data sucker than a Mimic. Hits Enigma for click three.
Takes my last click. Okay.
And he's done.
Um.
Surprised he didn't check out that remote.
Yeah.
Scores a frackin'. So he's up to 5 points now.
Yeah. With more than enough money and the frac tokens, so this game could just be over here very soon. This thing is Netrunner. You know, corps are so fast. You know, Tom has a really interesting board setup. If he would have had this set up maybe 2-3 turns ago, it'd be a different game. But it's just that slow.
Just around 3 or 4. It's around 4, right?
So he's got that new remote set up. Still unknown card in that first remote.
Yeah, I'm thinking snare.
It's possible, yeah.
Maybe the one he just installed was a snare.
Draws for click 1. Looks like he pulls a corroder. Installs corroder for click 2.
Sure, he'd like to see a Yogg.
He's gonna check out that remote, and this could be it.
Yeah.
This is an archer. Nope, it's an enigma. And his turn's done again.
Wow.
Archives is open. I would build up sucker tokens first before you go poking around now,
Yes.
since you got your suite out.
Yes, definitely.
Scores a hostile. More bad pub.
So he must have been baiting a run there. That might be an archer there on that remote. Clearly didn't care if the hostile got stolen. Didn't need it to win. You know, he still needs another agenda now.
Stalls over the remote. Oh. Takes that back. Oh. That's Jackson. All right.
There's some nice efficient cargo.
And he's got a discard. As a runner, I mean, he's got 2 hostiles at 6 points. I would check out Archives.
Yeah, try to get him to use that Jackson.
We want to get those sucker tokens built up too.
Yep. That Doppelganger, Joe, can you run at the same server? Or does it have to be a different server?
It can be a different server.
Does it have to be a different server? Okay.
Oh no, it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be. Okay, yeah, because you could just Doppelganger Archives, get 2 sucker tokens, right, for 1 click. That's... Now you're free of Archer.
Take money off Liberated.
Yeah, I think this is why back when he installed Liberated over Armitage, Armitage is still sitting there with 10 credits.
And Jackson looks like he gets a snare and
Data Raven?
Data Raven?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He wants to kill him.
Oh, yes. Of course he does. It's Weyland.
Stalls in the remote.
Now, that was not the snare. That looked like an agenda to me. And that was
I
maybe...
cannot see.
Maybe that was the snare.
Usually most Netrunner players.
So install. Well, basically, I'm going to use Jackson, install, and then install. I got 1 click left.
So he's gonna
You're talking about taking back
Jackson.
turns and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
most Netrunner players are pretty lenient about that. It's
Yeah,
a pretty good
if you
community.
showed this video to a group of Magic players, their brains would explode.
Beanstalk, restructuring,
Expect Beanstalk, Restruction, Head Fund. Yeah, more the Fantasy Flight Sanction tournaments. It's usually mandated that, you know, once it hits the table, you take your hand off, that's it.
And you got a bunch of 2 for 1s in there?
It's like chess rules.
I only have 1 2 for 1 hostile. I don't have any.
Yeah, and I try to really play like that. Sometimes I'll ask for forgiveness of a player, but I mean, that's the only way to learn, you know, is if it actually burns you.
Yeah, certain things you can do, like, you know, before their turn starts, if you wanted to install a different card or remote and still your turn, you know, I'll definitely allow that, but if you run and do something, then usually I'm like,
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy that's being the jerk, but sometimes you have to be.
installs Yogg.
So now that the breaker speed up, you definitely need a Doppelganger Archives, like you were saying. Get those data sucker tokens, and then he can just run free. He's got 3 clicks left, or just 1 click left?
I think he's got 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I will go ahead and check Archives, though.
You gotta check Archives.
For a second round. Like, there's 1 scorched
I
earth.
see the Scorched Earth.
Now that missing data sucker token now,
Get
right?
the 2 of those.
Joe is gonna go check out the remote. It's a snare.
Like I was typing out as though that like the Facebook page was like, oh my god, we're gonna have our
It's massive public sympathy hand.
Yep.
Oh my god, really?
It's a Jin, Cyber Feeder, and a Deja Vu.
How many cards do you have? 5 cards now. You can still survive a Scorch, but you still gotta clear that tag, I guess.
Let's take a click to shake the shell.
Let's shake the tag for click 3.
Nice.
That remote's there. It gotta be
I mean, come on, it's classy.
game. Tom probably knows that.
I like that.
He's gonna run the hand on click 4. Ooh, is that an archer? I think that is an archer.
Probably knows he doesn't have to res it because the game's won anyway.
I would just smash his sweet right now.
Why not?
Oh, there it goes. So what do you kill? I would kill the Yogg and the Mimic.
I'd be tempted to kill the. I think the Yogg definitely with those enigmas out, but almost the Data Sucker. I mean, I guess he probably has another Data Sucker in hand.
And I also like to point Yogg. It costs 5, Mimic costs 3, and
Yeah.
it gets past your sentries.
And Corroder.
That kills the Crota. Yogg and Crota.
Oh, and then get the 2 back. That was your last click? That was my last click.
That was his last click.
So I guess that wasn't game. It doesn't seem like the way Scott's playing that's
Yeah.
game.
Definitely set back Tom some more. Nope.
Yeah, you're right. Because what are they gonna
Faking
do?
us out. Install. No. Installs. And he's going to Jackson.
13 minutes.
Looks like he pulled a false lead in hedge fund.
That's what it looked like. Yeah, I mean,
Hedge fund.
I think he's just digging for his last point right now. I mean, Tom's definitely up against the ropes. Doesn't look to have much of a chance here. Just needs to draw that last agenda.
So he's going to draw for click 1. Looks like he pulled an Armitage. See the Dirty Laundry for click 2. I would probably Dirty Laundry Archives.
Yes.
Get the sucker token money.
Play card games with it. To my perspective, you can play card games with it.
I feel like that's another snare in that last remote.
You installed this guy a couple rounds ago. Yeah.
Tom's checking to say, when did you install that again? He's probably thinking it might be another snare.
So Parasite that Archer.
It's interesting. I'd almost want to parasite that Enigma now that the Yogg's gone. I mean, he has the Mimic and Data Sucker tokens.
Yeah, let's see. Like, yeah.
And he draws for click 4. So it looks like he draws a power shutdown,
Yes, he did.
which is not what Tom would have won.
No, that Data Sucker might as well.
Did he run last turn? He didn't run last turn, did he?
No, he didn't actually. You're right. And I think we're both in agreement here, Joe. That's what. If Tom would run a little bit more here, I think he'd be a lot better off.
Jackson for click 1. Looks like he gets a restructure and unknown card.
Brett said that if you
We're gonna overwrite that.
What is that? I want to know what that is.
We'll just say it's a snare. Call it good.
And he advances.
Okay, so
A
that
firm
might-
advanced placement there.
Oh yes.
Oh look, dice. You love
Get
dice.
that token out of here. That's what he's saying.
Takes money off liberated for click 1, or stalls that brings a Crota back.
Take the last click in your trap.
Just gonna run there.
And it's
There's another Archer. Oh,
Did he not run archives first?
He did not.
With Doppelganger? Oh my goodness.
So now he's probably gonna kill the Mimic and Corroder that he just brought out.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
It was a game point. Now he's back down to 4.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna have to watch this massacre just a little bit longer.
He kills Corroder and Mimic.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep the mimic. Keep the mimic.
I just realized he installed that Corroder when he had no MU.
You are correct.
You can always clear virus counters. Nah, do the mimic. We'll trash the mimic. Yeah.
Yeah, Scott was thinking, oh, do I want to trash the Parasite or not? Yeah, which obviously that's why they forgot about the memory again, because that Parasite.
Okay, mandatory.
Hosted programs do that all the time, to me at least.
He's back to, it's another Fracken. It is another Fracken.
Yep.
So he's back up to 6. And he does have a false lead in hand, so he can score that real quick.
Game goes on. So it does.
Yeah, throw that behind Archer, and that would be game. Yeah, I think the moral of the story after this game is always be aware of Archer. That it can
Against
kill you.
Weyland. Can wreck you. Totally get wrecked by that.
Alright, we're gonna go.
Focus.
I think I was trying something.
You're like, what would happen if I turned this knob?
Still a work in progress.
Oh, yes.
Like a monkey behind the camera and just hitting buttons.
Yeah, but
does
you're
this
right.
work?
But I remember, when you told me about why you wanted to do this, is that all the videos online, most of them are East Coast, and we got a lot of good Netrunner players out here.
Installs a second data sucker. And now he's at his MU cap. Now he's going to run archives. This is an ice wall, snare, wall static, and another scorch. So he's not trying to kill him anymore.
Nope. I think he abandoned that.
He's going to Desperado. He's going to kill his archer.
Nice.
That's painful.
Tom's hanging in there. Just needs to start scoring some points, put a little bit of more pressure on him.
Scott will probably shut down next turn. Sees a Data Raven. He's going to imp it. He's going to imp it. I believe he's on his last click.
Yeah. Although, did we miss a click there because the doppelganger?
Well, that should have even things before.
I think he ran click 2 and then he... No, actually he's probably on click 3.
Like 9 on it somehow. Yeah.
I think they're looking at the liberated accounts. There's 6 credits on liberated accounts right now, which is theoretically impossible.
All sorts of little mistakes in this game. Apologies for all. He pulls a power shutdown.
Right after I said we have such great players.
Yes. We have great players out here. Look at all these mistakes we've been making.
It happens. I think with Netrunner, especially the asynchronous nature, it's so easy to just be focused on your board. You don't really pay attention. I think the best Netrunner players are almost more focused on the other player than they are themselves.
Actually, you can't restructure. Install.
Never mind, I won't do that.
Installs.
But I think that...
Is that false lead, you think?
Well, yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't. Tom's certainly not getting through that archer.
I'd probably frack right now, maybe. Oh, takes credit.
Yeah, I think he's definitely forgetting about
Click
the
1, he's going to
fracture.
draw.
It's actually a good example of a game where the bad pub hasn't hurt Weyland at all. I don't think Tom's used credits to break anything.
I have one. No, use one of these. You have one of $1. Oh, yeah, no.
And a quick credit count.
Thinking how many in a game?
This should be game here, unless I don't think he can get into that remote.
I'm trying to think about what Tom could possibly do that's semi-realistic what he might have in hand.
That's rough. He lost his breaker suite twice.
So if you can advance it this round, you get 2 points. It's not game.
5:30. 5 minutes 30 seconds.
So they got 5.5 minutes left.
Yeah, this is the second game of the first one.
I was going to say, we
had
haven't
errors.
been sitting here that long.
No.
Let's go with...
But I like Whizzard, and it was a little different Weyland than Grendel's we saw earlier.
Yeah, I believe Tom did win his court game here on this matchup.
4, he's going to bring out Yogg. He's done. This game. That's game.
All right.
7-0. Alrighty. Rough one for Tom. Well, thank you for joining us. Cascade Collective TV. Subscribe, comment, let us know how we're doing. And yeah, check out our channel for other videos from Netrunner around the Pacific Northwest. Cheers.
Thanks.
I thought you only had 4 points. No, I had scored the GO. Well, apparently I messed up.
You should totally.